offense set for a first down play. Wide out in motion. Harris back to pass. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
I'm trying to fuck
SEC
what's the
versus
name
the
of my
Big
fucking
Ten. They
shit?
compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly
Put my link
want
to
to
this
beat each other on the
game in
field.
there.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners
Yes,
shared
Lord.
between these two conferences, David.
Strange.
Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on
All
the
right,
SEC.
now we ready.
And these
Now I can
games
play.
matter so much. The fans get so
I
amped
was
up,
already
so
about to.
juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what?
No.
SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say
I'm
that.
playing
if
now. I still
conference
gotta
pride
hit the
wasn't a real
stream.
thing.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. Power football with the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers.
She ain't on the heat, so she
And
was going to be
sure,
responsible.
tackling there to keep him from
To
getting
the
first
adult eye,
down
that don't
marker.
responsible at all. Just telling you.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
What?
A lot of people in the stadium are questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game? But the gamble paid off.
The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss.
Niggas
He
just
is
don't block
going
now.
nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Harris will throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to
Like,
throw
come
that pick.
on, bro.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good team.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He rifles one deep down the right side. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Let's go. We gotta beat this nigga, man.
Touchdown drive.
I beat this nigga, give him 3 losses. My man Eddie give him his 4th. We get this nigga out the way early. Utah.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the
This
25.
nigga out the way early. You know what I'm saying, Eddie? Fuck this nigga, man. I'm winning 7-0.
This
You ain't gonna
crowd
finish
trying
what
to
you about to
make
say?
life miserable for this offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. To the air. It's Jennings. Quarterback moving. And to get rid of it quickly. That pass is
some good D. Put the D on him.
That it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field.
I knew that shit was coming.
Looks as if he's going to run it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They're already down a touchdown early, and the last thing they need to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back to that offense. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, my God.
And he gets it to move the chains and then slides to a
Let me turn the light on in this bitch.
See the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open.
I sent something, all right, but yo ain't even.
Throwing it away. He's not
I might as well just cut him in a spot.
Where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows we'll hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
That's
Thank
caught. You. It's Coffee. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the 1st down.
Let's go!
And that pass picked off.
He ain't catching him. That's a 99 speed linebacker.
Let's
go!
A great return for the touchdown.
I know. I knew you was about to say that. Why you gotta be negative and remind me of what happened last time?
Could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get
I
it,
was.
offense, not bad.
Nigga straight came back.
And they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback.
Wing.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the
His last name wasn't Wing?
To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until
The one I was
find
running
that
up on.
or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break.
Yo, why they not showing me everybody? What's her name?
Wants to throw.
They not trying to show me everybody.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And this
he
is
didn't get it.
dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
He'll try to throw
Oh,
and pick
wow.
up the 1st down.
I seen that. Overthrew him. Damn.
And he reels it in inside the 30.
I seen him beat him up.
Touchdown,
That's the same all
He
shooting.
broke away from the defense, and they
man.
couldn't catch him.
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? Fourth down, it's just another down. And what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play,
on like third and fourth downs, I'll be switching them, man. I do that against all y'all.
Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. James Madison needs to pick up the pace.
I go, man, I double the best receiver or the route that look. Y'all gotta, like how he did that wide shit. I knew that route was coming. That's why I doubled him. I'd rather double the best receiver on the field, but you got three to your left and they on the wide side. I know somebody is doing the corner route.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Offense gets set for second down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Working that left side now. He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Harris back to pass.
First down.
He makes the connection.
What?
They stripped it out. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field. And a tremendous return before he's brought down.
Man, he thought he was scoring a touchdown there. His eyes were big. I think he might have started peeking up at the Jumbotron to see if he was going to make it in.
Shit like, what a tie the game up!
Tackled right down close to the goal line.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit.
I'm in the middle of the field.
They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Right behind his
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10.
Slide
up the screen, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Shit, this don't even make this sense.
Nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And 3rd and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it.
First of all, how this nigga run through my man on the screen. Nigga right there, he supposed to block him. Second of all, that shit.
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive.
Why when I hit a nigga for him to go down?
Seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. Oh, look out! A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Snap it to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocking, a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
I knew that was coming.
He'll take it himself. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
1st and goal, Utah.
The Utes are moving quickly down the field.
Like, what? Come on.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. And the Utes are in the hurry-up.
Bro, he ran right past him.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Utah.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about the quarterbacks in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the block. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
The best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Line getting set on second down. Harris will throw. He hurls one deep on the left side. Fires into traffic. Intercepted.
Bro, I press L1 to throw it high. Like,
the 20. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz.
Like, what?
And they make the
this just doesn't make sense.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Can't get no bigger than this. Nigga gets out 2 touchdowns. Scored 21 unanswered.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum.
Bro.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Harris back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Out of the backfield, he's open. Stopped after making the catch. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Running back goes in motion. Makes his connection. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Like, bro, yo, this shit is ridiculous, bro.
Gonna get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Man, the first half being that aggressive.
This shit make me want
your
to quit.
side of the
Like,
field,
I can't, like.
That's a different world.
I
Like,
can't.
you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Got out of trouble and throw.
But that's not a pick. Let that be him. He picking that bitch off.
Clock is down to 9. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Might be looking to run. Fires on the move.
How do you, like, what?
Pass is incomplete.
Don't
and
even
that's gonna
make
do it for the
sense,
first
bro.
half. That's going to wrap up the
I'm
first
already
half.
running
Here now
towards the
with
ball.
Joey
He
Kevin
just
with the
magically
halftime
running back to the
update.
ball faster than me.
Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Supposed to be
Man,
dancing.
how about that? You come out of the
Of course we
locker
playing
room,
that
you
nigga
just had a
down.
little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside even though we're winning and we failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Going back to the well, another deep ball. They intercepted. Taking it the other way. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Pocket starts to collapse.
Like, come on, bro.
Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football and then swatting it away. You just can't do it better.
He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Buys a little time with his feet. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit. And the Wolverines in the hurry up. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it.
This, oh my fucking.
Turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. The Utes are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
That's a first down for the offense.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Using his feet. Discards a man. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today.
Like,
Got his man down the middle. And good coverage by the defense just to short game.
they didn't give it to him?
Coverage on that 4th down
All right,
play.
fuck it.
Nice job. Receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Cuz, bro, this shit.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the
Bitch,
time,
over top of your
He's
head,
got it
dumbass.
downfield for a huge gain. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
You ain't the only one that got a quarterback.
They want to run this
Bitch.
quarterback. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a 1st down.
Back
As
on
they
the
get
ball
set to
right
snap
there.
it, time winding down here in the quarter. He's got his man.
On the
They
line.
make the tackle,
On the
not
line.
before he gets the 1st down. Now
On the
let's see if
line.
they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd.
He go, man, Eddie.
Utah 21, Michigan 14.
And the
It's here, man.
Wolverines come
Here,
to the
man.
line
Here,
with a
man.
fresh set of downs.
I got him.
The receivers often will
Got
run
him.
their route based on a side
I
adjustment.
got him.
Fires
Got him.
left. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be...
Bro, oh my...
Nice job by the QB.
Oh my
Delivering
fucking
his
God!
Great protection.
Honestly, it just looks like the defense
Bro.
has better players on the field. And
Niggas
that's really
can block. He
demonstrated
ran right.
themselves throughout
Look,
the
he
course
ran
of the
right
game.
past
They've got
him.
more speed. They've been able to shut this offense down in every
Bro,
possible
I
way.
do this
Even
shit
on
to
that
the close
last
side
one,
all the
not
time.
letting them get out of bounds. You got to be impressed with what you've seen by this defense.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind, but that last one is 2nd and 14. Harris will throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive.
Bro, what the fuck is this nigga
Quarterback
speed?
Scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can,
This nigga
you
came
gotta
from
keep
the right
edge.
side,
Did a great
like-
job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
Gets rid of it. It's complete on the right side.
That shit
And
is crazy.
sure,
I ain't gonna hold
tackling
him
there
off
to
the
keep
rest
him
of the
from
game.
getting to the 1st down marker. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone?
We're going to hurry up offense before we score.
Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
We need to stop first. 5 wide. You know what to do when you go 5 wide.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Going to try to get it.
Look at his quarterback, though. Don't fumble, don't do nothing. Like, get the fuck out of here.
But he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
My D lineman can't get through. It's got 10 seconds to throw the ball. This nigga D lineman get through as soon as the fucking play start.
Does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield.
What?
Caught, knocked down for the tackle.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems.
Okay, but I can't do that, though. The same thing I've been trying to do all game.
Nowhere close on that one.
Every time I try to turn direction, he sacked me.
And now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Finds a man on the left. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big
all the time he got, bro. This is like, it's just crazy how much time he got to throw the ball.
The 2-minute warning. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning. A 1-possession.
These niggas got stars underneath him for no reason. Like, what the fuck?
The aerial assault continues. Got it in the middle.
What is the difference? Somebody let me know. My niggas got stars too, and we can't get back there.
The first down, so the clock keeps working, but they're on their own end of the field. They know this offense is going to start taking shots into the end zone. They better have some guys ready on the back end, ready to swat some balls away and make some plays.
Calls his own number. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. A run for the quarterback. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
Should have shanked.
And the
what the
kicker
fuck we
delivers
on
the
stadium
3 ball
calls
to
for if
finish
he
off the
shanked the field
drive.
goals?
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Washington State ran roughshod over the competition en route to a double-digit victory, and they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Harris back to pass. Using the quick game. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Wolverines racing to the line in a hurry-up. Quarterback will keep it. Can't get him to the ground. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Finds his target down the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move gives him the first down yardage? And
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Don't start the bully.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. On the move. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air.
You gotta catch the
really
ball.
Use that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He makes a grab. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game.
What should I do, Eddie? Pass it?
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game.
Go.
Harris will throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
A gutsy call to go for the deuce to try to win the game right here. Touch pass on the jet sweep.
Bitch ass nigga! You bitch ass nigga!
There, the 2-point conversion gives them the lead, and what more intestinal force to go for it there. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He wants to throw.
That's cool. That's cool. Even if he'd have caught that, that'd have been cool.
There are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've
I don't
got
care
to
if he
push
runs the
the ball
quarterback
down
now.
the field. Quickly complete.
Let's go. Finally beat this nigga, man. Woo!
We'll do it for this one. It came down to the final quarter.
I don't know, bro, because every time the last three times we played, we went into overtime and I lost. So I'm like, is it really worth going to overtime with him for? Because every time I go into overtime with him, I lose regardless.
Go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's
Let's
going to
go.
do it for us from here for Jesse Palmer.
Gotta get me some curls in now.
Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College
God.
Football.
What you got in the crib, Eddie? The dumbbells. I know you got something in the crib. Go crazy. Go crazy. Finally beat this nigga. Trying to beat that Oregon nigga next. Georgia.